Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farmer Joe Homesteading. This week we have been in pure spring bliss. Of course, there has also been some struggles and things that come up, but it wouldn't be farming without them.
Who's that? Who's that? Where's Sally? Where's Sally? Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
Well guys, I finally had the chance to get over to the neighbor's house and remembered to actually take some videos of Jessie and Sally and give you guys a little update on them. They are doing really well. Jessie has a bit of a poopy bum right now, but it also appears that she is having her first heat. So because of that, I'm not too concerned. We're going to keep a really close eye on her. The neighbor's keeping a really close eye on her, and we'll see how she does in the next little bit. But I am hopeful after seeing her today that everything will clear up and she's doing really good. And Sally is still looking really well. She's her normal plump self, so we are keeping a bit of an eye on her just as a precaution, because it is possible that Buddy might have been able to breed her if she had come into a heat really young. So that is a possibility. We're really hoping that that's not the case, but we are going to keep an eye on her just to see. For now, the girls are looking really good and still their normal munching selves, and we're really happy to see us today.
Good job, bud. Let go and then try again. Yep, try again. Yep, you can do it. Get it in the container. Yeah. You're gonna let go and try again. There, good job. You're gonna let go in between. Yeah. You did it. You got lots of milk.
All right, guys. So today is Luna's 21-day mark. Now her heats aren't quite as consistent as Big Mama's. Big Mama is like exactly every 21 days. So even though Luna has not technically come back into heat, I want to give her just a little bit more time and just see how she does. I'm hopeful that she is indeed bred, but I am gonna, if she doesn't come into heat at all by the weekend, then I'll know for sure that she is bred and she caught. We are happy to announce that Big Mama did not come into heat at all. So, very confident that she is pregnant. Obviously, Star is still pregnant, and she is bagging up. There is a noticeable difference from her bag last week. So, even though she's very slowly bagging up, she is starting to make a little bit of a bag. So, I expect that she'll probably kid in May sometime. Big Mama is still doing very good and producing milk for our family, so we're going to keep milking her as long as we can. Alright guys, the bunnies are seriously cuter and cuter every single day, and I am so excited with the colors that we're getting. And Livy has been a phenomenal mom. She makes sure she keeps all of her babies really safe, and the babies have been growing like crazy and have been so much fun. We are now 10 days away from Amber's due date, and I cannot wait to see the bunnies we get from her and Peter. She's doing really well. She's starting to get a little bit plump. So we're really excited for her. All right, guys, so this week we actually have a lot to report on with the chickens because we have done a lot of rearranging and did a little bit of a makeover on our chickens. So the opals have been moved to this side of the chick coop for a breeding pen. It's not a lot of space, it's a lot less than we're used to for our chickens, but it is still plenty adequate space. I built them a really cool little roost spot. They've got a bar there along to the window and some nest boxes. So they do have enough room to scratch around and be busy in here. And it's just temporary for 2 months so that we can get some purebreds off of them and hatch out some more babies of the opals because we really love our opal egg bars. So for the rest of this space, I blocked off, wired up our brood box right here so that we could put young chicks in it because they stay nice and warm in here and they have plenty of space. So this is what we're doing for the small chicks. Well, guys, before I forget, we actually ended up introducing a new breed. You can see them all mostly standing right along there. These are Danish brown leghorns that we have introduced to the farm so that we can start producing our own layer chick. So here on the homestead, we currently just have heritage breeds, which is really great, and I love all my heritages. The only downside is they don't lay super consistently and they don't lay year round. So we often don't have any eggs for eating or eggs to share with friends or family. So adding these Danish brown leghorns, they are technically a heritage because they can be reproduced and produce offspring that are also going to produce lots of eggs and have the same outcome as the parents, which you cannot do with hybrid layers. So introducing the Danish brown leghorns, we're expecting to get about 250 to 300 eggs per year, which is more than all of the other breeds we have here on the homestead, which means that we will have eggs to be able to share for eating, as well as produce layers to replenish the layers on our farm and for family members. So we're really excited to have this new breed introduced here to the farm. And when the small chicks get bigger and grow up a little bit more, we can move them to this side where we can put more grow outs. So we got lots of babies over here. We have our turkeys in here. On this side, we have some black copper Morans that we bought from our favorite farm in Prince George to add some more genetics to the flock that we currently have and some dark eggs. Then we also have some cuckoo grow outs in here that we're probably going to be keeping to give to some friends of ours. And then I think that's it. We have all of the Morans, the cuckoos, and the turkeys. And they're all growing really nicely. And they have plenty of room in here to run around and get acclimated because it is still a little bit chilly at night. Another really cool thing about the Danish brown leghorns is that leg bars were actually created using the Danish brown leghorn chickens. So they look very, very similar, and because the leg bars are my absolute favorite here on the homestead, I'm really looking forward to having some Danish brown leghorns. They're gonna look really similar, so I'm really excited to have an additional breed here on the farm that still looks like our favorites and will lay a lot of eggs. So we also have in the chick box there some olive eggers that I kept back because I'm a sucker for olives. So we have some olives we kept back. We have a couple leg bar pullets that we hatched out that we kept back. And then we also have some back cross one chicks in there. So those are our olive eggers crossed to our black copper Morans roosters, which we're actually heading that direction right now to have a chat about them. All right, before we get into turkey news, because they always want to be the center of attention, we have an issue in this coop. I have a chronic egg eating problem. These two potentially might be culprits. It also could be one of the older black copper Morans hens that I have in here. But somebody is eating eggs. Today we had eggs in 4 different locations, and in each spot there was evidence of egg eating. So I know when there has been egg eating happening because, number one, it'll be sticky. It's sticky in the box, the straw is sticking, and you can see the egg whites and the egg yolk stuck on the other eggs that are in the box. Also, there's usually bits of shell. So all 4 boxes that the hens have been laying in had eaten eggs in it, which means we have a chronic egg eating problem, and it might be more than one hen. So I'm gonna have to start separating hens out and figure out who is causing all of these problems.
Hey, pretty girls.
So our final pen of chickens, I threw together after butchering the roosters an olive pen. So in this pen we have our Greendale Heritage Farm rooster with all of our olive egger pullets from October. So only one of the pullets is laying, but I put them all in here so that when they come to lay, he's the one breeding them and they won't be mixed with other things. And then last night I made the decision to split up the golden Craylay flock. So I have some of my golden hens in here for our sex-linked olive eggers, and I'm really excited for that. So 5 of them are in here, 7 are still with Goliath and our other rooster for a purebred pen. So right now we have our sex-linked olive eggers, our normal olive eggers, our back cross olive eggers. We've got our opal leg bars, our golden Craylay leg bars, our black copper Morans, and our cuckoo Morans. So that's what we have going on right now for breeding pens. It's a little bit crazy. It makes it really interesting when I'm gathering eggs to like keep everything divided up so that I know what coop they came from. But exciting, and I can't wait to share how it all goes with you guys.
All right, turkeys. Hi, boys. Where'd your buddy go? You're still just so handsome. Yeah. Oh, here comes our girls. Hi, girls.
All right, turkey news. Not really a whole lot to update on. I'm pretty sure our broody mama's really close to her eggs hatching, probably about a week away. That's my guess. I didn't write it down, which was bad on my part. So probably looking at really close here. The girls are slowing down laying. They come and go. We'll get 4 eggs a day, and then we'll get 1 egg, and then we'll get 3. And so it's kind of all over the map. And the old girls haven't started laying yet. So we still haven't had the girls really come in. So I'm not sure if it's really turkey season yet, but I'm assuming here soon those older girls will start laying eggs. Also, before I forget, we did set some more turkey eggs. I didn't have a lot of room for them in my incubator, so I actually sent them off to my sister-in-law's for her to experiment, and we'll hopefully have a hatch of turkeys from that batch and see how it goes. The eggs were a bit old. There was some in there that were about 3 weeks old, which is kind of pushing it, but the whole thing is an experiment. I like doing little experiments, so we'll see how that hatch does. I'm seriously addicted. I can't stay out of the box, but like, look how cute they are. This one is like really gray and orange, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's also the tamest because I'm obsessed with it and play with it so much, which is a really good thing, I guess. Quick recap on what I think we have for colors. That one is really similar to Mom's color, but it's got some orange hues to it. This one is completely black, and the other black one is going to look like Peter. It's got some striping happening. Then obviously we have a couple of chestnuts in there, 1, 2, 3. We have the opal one, we have another opal one, and that one in the middle there
is chinchilla like mama, and then we have the white one.
So again, no idea where the geese are. They seem to just kind of do their own thing. Getting a lot more eggs. They are picking up now that it's like their normal natural season. I did get 5 eggs yesterday, so they're doing really good. And they're still breeding multiple times a day, hopefully more than one hen. I'm gonna candle the eggs that I put in last week, so we'll see how they go. We are still hatching goslings pretty much weekly, which is really nice. I'm pretty sure the geese are over in the garden. So speaking of garden, I will give you guys a quick update on that. So it appears our green onions are coming up and some of our perennial flowers, which is super exciting. Nothing going on in the strawberry patch, which has me a little bit nervous, but I think that everything's gonna go okay in the garden this year, and I'm really excited to actually be able to get into my garden, but it'll be at least another month for that.
There they are. They were in the garden like I thought. Enjoying a little sip from the stream.
So before I forget and end this video, I wanted to keep you guys a little bit in the loop on what's happening in the house with the incubator situation.
Well guys, our second cabinet incubator has arrived. These are both older Sportsman models, and I know that even with them being older, they will still have really good hatch rates. So this one has a turning mechanism in it, and these trays that I had bought and used for the other incubator actually fit perfectly along the shims here. So I actually am able to use them, which actually means I can fit more eggs in here than with the trays that it came with. So that's been super handy. So I've been putting those trays in it, and we're going to start trying to dry hatch. So the humidity is at about 30% right now, and I'm going to try that and see if that helps with our hatch rate a little bit more. And then over in this guy, I have set up for hatching. So we have these eggs and these eggs, which will start really soon. I've got a couple eggs that are already pipped and ready to start going. So super excited to try these, and then obviously all of the chicks here underneath the table, which works super convenient.
All right, guys, that is everything from the week. As always, lots going on. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and click the notification button to never miss a farm update. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
What you need? What you need? Oh, good job. You water.